Hello, and in this video we're going to cover how to determine a missing value when you're working with supplementary angles. What that means is that the two angles are going to be equal to 180 degrees. So in this case here, A plus B has to be equal to 180 degrees because they make a straight line together. So that is the setup when you're dealing with supplementary angles, and you definitely want to make sure that you always do that. Now we're going to need a problem to work on, and in this case we're talking about this one. Make that a little bigger. So if we're looking at this smaller diagram over here, you definitely would say that this side would be A and this side would be B. And actually, let me put that in different colors because I think it's going to help to explain what we're trying to explain. That's B. Okay, so I know for a fact that A is 5x plus 15. And that has to be added to whatever B is, which in this case is 25. And both of those together have to still be 180 degrees. Okay, so now we have to go about solving it. So let's just make sure that we understand that we're going to combine these two here because they're like terms. 15 and 25 are like terms. They do not have an x, so they cannot be combined with the 5x. So we're only focused on those two right now. So 15 plus 25, that is 40. Okay. And we're still adding that to 5x. And they have to still be 180 degrees. So now we do have something that we're used to working with, and now we're going to use inverse operations to solve this. Okay, and the first thing that you're going to have to do here is take away 40 from both sides, because if you have two things that are equal to each other, you have to take the same amount of things away from them in order for them to stay equal, which is this wonderful line here. Okay, we want both sides there to be equal. Sorry. So 40 take away 40, that's going to be 0. 5x plus 0 is just 5x. 180 minus 40, that's 140. Now we have to divide both sides by 5 because you have 5 times x. And in order to find out what that was, you have to divide. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 1 times x is just x. And then 140 divided by 5 is 28. So x is 28 degrees. So now I need to go back to the original equation, which was 5x plus 15 plus 25 equals 180. And we're going to put x, or the value of x, back into that. So let me just erase this real quick. I need the space to make sure you see this. Takes a moment. So what we're going to do here, we're going to replace x with 28, or 28 with x. So that means this value here is 28. Now around that, everything stays the same. 5 times 28 plus 15 plus 25 has to give me 180 degrees. Now, like we said a little while ago, 5 times 28 should give me 140. And you're still adding that to 15 plus 25, and it has to equal 180. Now, if you type this into the calculator, 140 plus 15 plus 25, this side is going to be 180 degrees. And that definitely equals, that's not a pretty 8, 180. So it checks out. X equals 28 in order for these two angles to add up to 180. Now, we know what x is. Here's the beauty of it. When you're looking at A was, or A up here, this is what I mean, is just this part, right? So 5x plus 15, that's this piece right here. So x has to be 155. I'm sorry, angle A has to be 155. So angle A equals 155 degrees. So notice how by finding A or X, you can also find A.